Like, you've obviously got great things, Paul. You've got great tools. You've been doing this for years and you just know your stuff.
Hi there. My name is Stevie, and I just wanted to tell you a little bit about.
So, hey, Stevie, could you tell us a bit about what you do in your business and what that looks like?
So we provide support independent living to participants. So we help them with their everyday independence, their living, and we get to help them achieve their goals.
So good.
Um,
We're a bit of fun doing that as well. I know.
yeah, it's super fun.
What was one of the main issues that made you decide to jump into profitable provider?
So the biggest thing for me was definitely I was living in the business. I just started up, meeting the ratios that I needed to having the right amount of clients in the home, to be able to employ staff and get out of the business in terms of like not living it. Feeling like I was constantly just living in pure living world, and that was it. There was nothing else outside of that because my whole existence for 8 months was the business. Three kids at home, husband at home, trying to make it work, trying to market. I felt really, really lonely and thought, I might reach out to Paul and join one of his free sessions. I missed your free session, and then you reached out to me offering support, and it all started from there.
Oh, nice, nice. What was there a certain point you got to that goes, I just need to sort this out? Because you've been doing it for 8 months. Like what was that tipping point for you?
I think the tipping point was that I wasn't home for my children. I was giving everything I had to everybody else. There was a lot of guilt. My relationship, I wasn't seeing my husband, and I felt like I was a participant living in a cell with my participants, really, and they had become my family. And whilst it's nice and I love all my participants and I love what I do and I enjoy it, I just knew that there was more to life and more to a business than living in it 24/7, trying to make ends meet to keep the business viable.
Yeah, yeah. That's really powerful because I think there's a lot of people that are in that position where they're going, I just have to solve every problem manually.
Yeah, I think being that everything to everybody and not being able to do what you need to do or fill your cup. So, like, I wasn't going home to recharge and then coming into it fresh the next day. I was stuck in trying to market, trying to grow, trying to be everything to the participants and their families and stakeholders, which, I love doing all of those things, but in moderation.
Yes, absolutely. What was the biggest breakthrough for you since being in profitable provider?
Oh, I think the biggest breakthrough for me was it was after Christmas. I had two participants in the house. I joined you, I think, within 4 weeks, maybe even less. I was able to, I put a post up. I was packing up all my belongings from the Seal home. I had all my clothes in there. I had my children's toys in there as well. My little boy used to come and hang out in the office. And it was going home to my family. And whilst there wasn't much money in the bank, it meant it was just like a start of something else, start of a new chapter for me and my family, and being able to go home and recharge and come back in with a fresh mind to be able to grow the business and do more for more people.
Yeah, amazing. And that was with your first house. What has growth looked like for you over these last 8 months?
It's definitely been a wild, wild journey. So I think in the matter of 6 weeks, so I'd done all the marketing in the first 8 months, and then the big explosion came after I came onto Profitable Provider. And we went from one property to five properties in, like, I think it would have been 8 weeks.
Yeah, wow.
And that was huge. It was massive growth. Yeah, but as we know, growth doesn't always mean more profit. It means more. But yeah, the growth came, and that was lovely. It got me out of the house. I was able to get more employees on board and help more people. But obviously, there's still work that needs to be done, which I'm working alongside you to do that, and growing within myself as a business person because I've never had a business before. So just learning what it takes to actually be someone in business and to kind of think like a business person instead of just that kind, caring, compassionate person that's just going to go in and do all these wonderful, fluffy things as like a case management manager. Whilst I love that and I love being on the floor, like all in moderation, but you kind of need to be able to have that business mindset as well, which I was really struggling with.
Yeah, yeah. And I think that's definitely a point a lot of people get to because they do come into it like, I want to be able to help people, but there's a point where you get to where the business needs to be able to do that, and you as the owner need to be able to run that.
Yeah.
So you've had some massive growth. You've now got like an operations team in place. You've got support and administration. You've got people looking after your houses. I did see that you actually got to go on a little holiday, actually have a little bit of time off for the first time in a while.
Yeah, so I think I've had two holidays or maybe even three, where I've just taken off on a plane to Bali, and had some time. The place didn't fall apart. We're all good. And I think the next goal for me and my family is to be able to go away in June back to see my husband's family in the States, because we haven't done that since I opened the business. So that's our goal, and I think we'll be able to get there.
So good. A different question. What do you find fun about Profitable Provider?
Oh, I love I love summits. I love connecting with all the cool people. So I've met so many friends. I would call them friends, that we were all doing it together. When I started the business, I've never felt so alone. I've never felt, it was almost like I needed a counselor, but a business counselor. It's like I could go to a normal counselor. What are they going to tell me? You need to meditate. You need to do some yoga. Well, I don't have any time. So I think having like-minded people around me, having groups that we can connect in, like it was only the other day that I went down to one of the hubs that was set up, and Dave was presenting there. Paula had come from Coffs Harbour, Port Macquarie. Yeah, so like I have heaps of friends, heaps of people going through the same thing. I can reach out to them, they reach out to me. Like it's a really awesome community. And if I need somebody, or I'm really unsure, which I've done multiple times with you, Paul, it's like going, hey, can you speak? Have you got I just need to make sure I'm making the right decision before I, do something that could be wrong. Or yeah, but I'm also learning those skills as well to kind of think for myself. But if I'm really stuck or I'm not sure, it's just having someone on call and doing those pit stop calls to actually work out what's actually happening. And every time I've walked out of one of those, I've always known exactly what direction I'm going into, and I'm not pulling my hair out.
So good, so good. Last one. What's your bit of advice for someone who's on the fence about jumping into profitable provider?
I don't think you can put a price on it. I think it's a must. Yeah, me personally, I don't think that I would still be here as a business, especially from the start. I think I would have probably still been in that mindset I was in December last year. I would say definitely jump on it. Like you've obviously got great things, Paul. You've got great tools. You've been doing this for years and you just know your stuff. But you also have a group of people around you that are also doing the same thing, that also know their stuff, and everyone kind of chips in with their bit of information. But if you're feeling stuck, this helps you become unstuck if you're willing to put the work in.
Yeah, so good. Awesome. Thank you so much, Stevie. A fantastic one.